The reluctant assignment. The cavernous hall of the Galactic Council chamber echoed with a tense silence. Holographic representations of dozen different species flickered around the circular platform, their varied anatomies and appearances a testament to the diversity of sentient life in the known universe. At the center, a human delegation stood, 7 representatives from Earth, each wearing the crisp navy and silver uniform of the International Space Exploration Command. Ambassador Elena Rodriguez knew they were being judged. Not just by the Council, but by millennia of galactic history. Humanity was the newest species to reach interstellar capability, and every other advanced civilization viewed them with a mixture of condescension and barely concealed contempt. The Zaric representative, a towering crystalline being whose body shifted and refracted light with every movement, was the first to speak. Its voice emerged from multiple resonance chambers, creating a harmonized sound that felt more like a complex mathematical equation than language. Humans have demonstrated remarkable persistence, the Zaric said, the diplomatic language barely masking its disdain. But persistence does not equate to readiness. Your technological achievements are crude. Your understanding of quantum navigation is elementary. Your weapons are archaic. Elena maintained her composure. She had spent years preparing for this moment, studying xenopolitical protocols, learning the intricate dance of galactic diplomacy. Behind her stoic expression, her mind raced with the implications of this meeting. Humanity had discovered faster-than-light travel merely decades ago, a technological leap that had taken most species centuries, if not millennia, to achieve. They had reverse-engineered alien technology found in archaeological sites, studied crashed interdimensional probes, and pushed the boundaries of human knowledge at an unprecedented rate. But the other species saw this not as innovation, but as a kind of aggressive, almost parasitic technological acquisition. The quantum arbiter, a being of pure energy whose form constantly shifted between quantum states, spoke next. Its voice was a series of mathematical frequencies that translated simultaneously for all beings present. The Council has deliberated. Humanity will be granted provisional membership in the Galactic Fleet. But our decision comes with specific conditions. A holographic display materialized, showing a ship that looked more like a museum artifact than a functional spacecraft. Its hull was scarred, its design antiquated, a relic from conflicts long forgotten by most species. The ISS Challenger, the Arbiter announced, will be humanity's first vessel in the Galactic Fleet. Its systems are at minimal operational capacity. Its weaponry is obsolete. Its life support requires constant maintenance. The human delegation exchanged glances. They recognized a diplomatic insult when they saw one. Ambassador Rodriguez stepped forward. "We accept the Council's assignment," she said, her voice steady. "Humanity will demonstrate that potential is not measured by current capabilities, but by the ability to adapt and overcome." Little did the Council know that within the human delegation, a team of engineers and pilots were already mentally dismantling and reimagining every system of the Challenger. Where other species saw an obsolete relic, humans saw an opportunity for radical transformation. The stage was set. Humanity's first true test in the galactic arena was about to begin. The Challenger's crew. The orbital shipyard was a graveyard of forgotten technologies. Massive skeletal structures of decommissioned vessels hung in the void, their once gleaming hulls now dulled by decades of cosmic radiation. Against this backdrop of technological decay, the ISS Challenger looked particularly pathetic. Captain Marcus Chen stood on the observation deck, his reflection overlaid against the ship's worn exterior. He was a study in controlled frustration, a veteran of Earth's most challenging space missions, now assigned to what was essentially a diplomatic joke. "They want us to fail," he muttered to his second-in-command, Dr. Arya Patel, a quantum engineering specialist whose reputation for unconventional problem-solving was legendary within Earth's scientific community. Arya's fingers were already dancing across a holographic interface, running diagnostics that would make most engineers weep. "Fail? No, Marcus. They want us to prove every negative assumption they have about humanity. The Challenger's crew was anything but typical. Each member had been hand-selected not just for their technical expertise, but for their ability to think beyond conventional limitations. There was Rodriguez, the communications specialist who spoke 7 alien languages. Chen, a strategic mastermind who had navigated through 3 first-contact scenarios. Patel, whose quantum engineering theories had been dismissed by traditional scientific communities but were now becoming the foundation of humanity's most advanced technologies. Life support is at 37% efficiency, Rodriguez reported, her tone clinical. Propulsion systems have multiple quantum destabilization points. The weapon arrays, well, they're more museum pieces than functional armaments. Marcus Chen allowed himself a rare smile. Exactly what we expected. And exactly what we'll use to our advantage. The ship's recruitment had been controversial. While most military and exploration organizations sought perfect candidates, the Challenger's leadership had deliberately chosen individuals who had been overlooked, marginalized, or deemed too radical by traditional institutions. Zara Kim, the ship's chief engineer, was a prime example. Expelled from 3 major aerospace programs for unrealistic design proposals, she now stood as the primary architect of their technological resurrection strategy. Her current project involved completely reimagining the ship's quantum drive using principles that most alien species would consider impossible. The Galactic Council thinks they're sending us a death trap, Zara explained to a young technician, her hands moving rapidly across a complex holographic schematic. What they don't understand is that humans don't see limitations. We see opportunities. The ship's medical officer, Dr. Ibrahim Hassan, was reviewing the crew's psychological profiles. Unlike traditional military medical assessments, his approach focused on adaptability, creative problem-solving, and resilience under extreme conditions. Each crew member has a history of being underestimated, he noted in his daily log. And each has a track record of turning those underestimations into spectacular achievements. As the final preparations for their first mission were being made, a transmission arrived from the Galactic Council. It was more of a challenge than an assignment, a deep space reconnaissance mission into a region known for its unpredictable quantum storms and potential hostile encounters. The message was clear: go where more advanced species feared to venture. Prove your incompetence. Fail. What the Council didn't realize was that failure was not in this crew's vocabulary. Prepare for quantum drive initialization, Captain Chen's voice rang through the ship's communication systems. Let's show them what humans can do. In the vast, cold silence of space, the ISS Challenger began to hum with an energy that defied its aged appearance. A quiet rebellion against galactic prejudice was about to begin. Quantum storms and first challenges. The quantum storm erupted around the Challenger like a kaleidoscope of fractured reality. Waves of chromatic energy twisted and warped, transforming the fabric of space into a treacherous labyrinth that would have sent most species retreating in terror. Dr. Arya Patel's hands moved with surgical precision across the quantum navigation console. Traditional navigation systems would have been rendered useless, but the team had prepared something entirely different. Quantum entanglement algorithms developed in secret Earth laboratories now danced across her screens, creating a map where others would see only chaos. Stabilizing quantum resonance, she called out, her voice cutting through the ship's low rumble. Marcus, we're maintaining structural integrity at 82%, better than our initial projections. Captain Chen gripped the command chair, watching holographic displays that flickered with impossible geometries. The Challenger wasn't just navigating the storm, it was learning from it. Zara Kim had implemented a radical design philosophy they dubbed adaptive resonance. Instead of fighting the quantum fluctuations, the ship's systems were absorbing and interpreting them. Each wild energy burst became data, each spatial distortion a potential navigation solution. Council transmission incoming, Rodriguez announced, her linguistic implants automatically translating multiple communication protocols simultaneously. They're monitoring our progress. The transmission was laden with skepticism. Representatives from the Zarek and Quantum Arbiter species were watching, expecting a spectacular failure. What they didn't understand was that human curiosity transformed challenges into opportunities. Deep within the storm, something unexpected emerged. A quantum signature that didn't match any known galactic database. Most crews would have logged it and continued their mission. The Challenger's crew saw it as an invitation to explore. Anomaly detected. Ibrahim Hassan's voice was calm, analytical. Quantum resonance suggests a potential communication frequency unlike anything in our current xenolinguistic models. Captain Chen made a decision that would echo through galactic records. Arya, can we establish a communication link? Patel's laugh was more scientific calculation than human emotion. Watch me. What followed was a demonstration of human ingenuity that would become legendary. By using the quantum storm's own energy as a communication medium, they began decoding a signal that had remained silent for potentially thousands of years. The signal wasn't just data. It was a map. A warning. And possibly, a first contact opportunity that no other species had ever detected. As the Challenger emerged from the quantum storm, its systems not just intact but enhanced, the galactic communication networks buzzed with an unprecedented transmission. The humans hadn't just survived, they had transformed a potential mission of humiliation into a breakthrough that would challenge everything the Galactic Council believed about technological potential. The underdog was no longer just surviving. It was beginning to rewrite the rules. Revelations and resistance. The decoded signal changed everything. What began as a routine reconnaissance mission had transformed into something far more complex, a potential key to understanding an ancient galactic conflict that predated most known civilizations. Dr. Ibrahim Hassan spread the holographic data across the Challenger's main conference room. The projection showed intricate quantum-encoded messages, layers of communication that seemed to exist simultaneously in multiple dimensional states. Each layer revealed fragments of a story that would challenge the fundamental understanding of galactic history. This isn't just a communication, Hassan explained to the assembled crew. It's a warning. And a challenge. The signal pointed to the existence of a long-forgotten species known as the Nexus Architects, a civilization that had apparently developed technologies so advanced they could manipulate the fundamental structures of spacetime. According to the fragmented data, they had disappeared eons ago, leaving behind a network of quantum communication nodes that no other species had been able to detect. Until now. Captain Marcus Chen understood the implications immediately. This discovery could shift the entire balance of power within the Galactic Council. Humanity, the species everyone had dismissed as technological novices, had just uncovered a secret that could rewrite galactic understanding. Zara Kim was already working on adapting the Challenger systems to better interpret the quantum communication network. Her modifications were nothing short of revolutionary, transforming the ship's outdated communication arrays into quantum resonance receivers that could decode signals across multiple dimensional planes. They're going to try to suppress this, Rodriguez said quietly, her diplomatic training allowing her to read between the lines of potential political responses. The Council won't want this information to spread. Her prediction came true faster than anyone expected. Within hours of the initial discovery, the Galactic Council initiated communication protocols that were thinly veiled attempts to classify and control the information. But the Challenger had other plans. Arya Patel had already created redundant data storage systems, quantum-encrypted backups that would be impossible for the Council to track or delete. Each crew member had multiple independent copies of the discovery, distributed across secure networks that spanned Earth's most advanced research installations. They underestimated us, Chen said, a rare smile crossing his typically stoic face. They've been doing that from the beginning. And now, they'll continue to do so, right up until the moment we change everything. The quantum communication nodes revealed more than just technological secrets. They hinted at a conflict so ancient, so profound, that it made current galactic political boundaries seem like childish territorial disputes. The Nexus architects had been mediators, peacekeepers who could resolve conflicts by literally restructuring the quantum interactions between civilizations. And now, humanity had found the first substantial evidence of their existence. The Challenger wasn't just a ship anymore. It had become a beacon of potential, a symbol of what happens when a species refuses to accept the limitations imposed by others. As they prepared to transmit their findings through channels that would bypass traditional Council communication protocols, each crew member knew they were making history. Not just for humanity, but potentially for every species in the galaxy. The underdog was about to have its moment. The turning point. The Galactic Council's emergency session was unlike anything in recorded history. Holographic representations of the most advanced species in the known universe flickered with a mixture of anger, fear, and reluctant admiration. At the center of the controversy stood the data recovered by the ISS Challenger, irrefutable evidence of the Nexus architects that challenged everything known about galactic civilization. The humans had done more than discover a historical secret, they had exposed a fundamental lie that had maintained the current power structures for millennia. Ambassador Elena Rodriguez stood before the Council, her presence both diplomatic and defiant. Behind her, a carefully curated holographic display showed the quantum communication network, its intricate patterns revealing layers of information that would reshape understanding of interstellar relations. "What you see before you," Rodriguez began, her voice calm and precise, "is not just a technological breakthrough. It's an invitation to reimagine our collective future." The Zaric representative, its crystalline form pulsing with agitated energy, was the first to challenge her. "You suggest that humanity understands these discoveries better than civilizations that have existed for tens of thousands of years?" Captain Marcus Chen stepped forward, the data from the Challenger's mission displayed behind him. "We're suggesting something simpler. That potential isn't measured by age, but by the willingness to challenge existing paradigms." The quantum storms that the Challenger had navigated were more than just physical phenomena. They were metaphorical, a representation of the unknown territories that most established civilizations feared to explore. Humanity's approach had been fundamentally different. Where others saw chaos, they saw opportunity. Dr. Arya Patel's quantum communication breakthrough was just the beginning. The data revealed that the Nexus architects had developed a form of mediation technology that could resolve conflicts at their quantum root. It wasn't just a weapon or a communication tool, it was a potential solution to generations of galactic tensions. Zara Kim had already begun adapting the recovered technologies. The Challenger, once considered the most obsolete ship in the fleet, was now a living laboratory of innovation. Its systems had been completely transformed, integrating insights from the Nexus architects' communication network. Dr. Ibrahim Hassan presented the psychological analysis that would ultimately sway the Council. Humanity's approach wasn't just technological, it was fundamentally different in its cognitive processing. Where established civilizations saw boundaries, humans saw bridges. The turning point came unexpectedly. The quantum arbiter, a being of pure energy that had been the most skeptical of humanity's potential, made a surprising declaration. "The humans will lead the research into the Nexus architects' technologies," it announced. Not as a punishment, but as an opportunity. It was a complete reversal of the initial assignment. The ship meant to humble humanity had become the vessel of its greatest triumph. As the Challenger prepared for its next mission, each crew member understood the significance of their journey. They hadn't just proven humanity's worth to the Galactic Council. They had demonstrated a fundamental truth about potential, that it knows no boundaries, respects no limitations. The underdog had not just arrived. It had transformed the entire game. In the vast silence of space, the ISS Challenger hummed with a promise of infinite possibilities, a testament to human curiosity, resilience, and the unbreakable spirit of exploration.